And I'll tell you guys since we're all friends. Every character I write has a piece of me in them. Hi, I'm Lee Bardugo. You're listening to the Grishacast.
Welcome to Grishacast, episode 167. In this episode, we will be playing some games and talking and having some fun. This is your host, Eric.
And I'm Terry from Nashville, Tennessee. This is your podcast for all things Grishaverse.
A world created by our familiar Lee Bardugo. Moi saviani casters.
Hello.
So, first off, we are thinking of all of our friends, family, and listeners in Israel. Our prayers are with you, and we love you and hope you all are staying safe.
Yes. Please stay safe.
Yes. So, happy Grishaversary.
It is that time.
It is.
How does it get to be that time so fast every time?
I know.
It like sneaks up every single year.
And this is four? Wow. We have
We're doing the thing.
we have graduated from high school.
That's
We're
right.
seniors. Yeah. Happy Grishaversary. So we're having fun with some cosplay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I am bringing all my pilgrim realness to the table.
You're ready for Thanksgiving.
Yes, I know.
I hope you wear that to our family Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a little problematic,
Just a little.
but it's funny and cute. A little gay pilgrim.
Yeah. It's cute. We'll post the pictures of the whole get up, which is
You should check YouTube though.
yes, that too.
Yeah.
And then we've got some. Yours, I think, is phenomenal.
Thanks. It was one of the easier ones, and I got to use something that Eric gave me.
Woohoo.
So yeah, I'm dead, Michelle Almadine.
You are. I think it's great. I think it because I like it when it's harder. You've got to think and
Yeah.
and it's definitely more difficult since we're doing characters from Ninth House and Hellbent because they're not so fantasy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's real people.
Right.
Or yeah. So it's a little bit more difficult to do.
It is. And like we were saying before, since last October, we haven't really done anything new. Like we haven't
Right.
gotten to like a new book like we did Ninth House and Hellbent. So it was a little more difficult coming up with something, and I also didn't want to do something that I thought you might do. So although we have one,
Right.
so I was trying to do something a little more obscure, but I really wanted to wear the necklace that you gave me. And so I was like, oh my gosh. We just on the last episode went through that.
Yeah.
So
I love
it's
it.
exciting.
I love that you got to wear it too.
Me
I think it looks
too.
great.
Thanks.
Is it comfortable?
It is. I mean, it's a little choky, but it's a choker.
It's a
so
choker.
yeah, what do you expect? My
Right.
favorite was driving through Starbucks like this.
How did that go?
She didn't say anything. Like she was just straight faced, but she was looking. And I was like, yeah, Halloween. And she's like, girl, wasn't gonna judge. You can wear Halloween makeup anytime. And I was kind of like, you know what? I do actually like the makeup, which is really weird. Like I would do this more often if it wasn't like weird because it's oddly pretty to me. But I guess me and Michelle have some similarities.
I think it's. I love it. I think it's pretty. I love a pale face. And
Right?
I think it's really beautiful and
Takes us right back to high school time.
it does. It absolutely does. 100%.
Except I don't have black lipstick on.
And the eyeliner.
Yeah.
And all the get up, and I think it's beautiful. So,
I'm digging the whole pilgrim thing though.
when I thought of it, I was like, I'm just gonna dress up as a pilgrim, and I was like, there's not like, I mean, just because it's a reference, it's a play on words with our whole Hellbent thing, because we know there's not a pilgrim actually in. It's just used as a word and a reference that there's the four pilgrims, and I was like, because I wanted to be one of them, And then I couldn't figure out, I was like, oh, I could do the prince or I could do, and then I was like, you know what? I'll just do a pilgrim instead, like just full out pilgrim. So
I like it. I
I-
like the play on the words. Yeah.
thanks. I thought it was funny.
It's smart.
It's smart.
It's smart.
So
There could be a gray pilgrim too in that area.
absolutely, of course.
There's one character that I'm like hoping that you're going to do. And I'm just going to
Oh.
wait and see, I guess.
Well, I've got a couple. So I've got ideas. I've got one I've got the costume for, and then the other two I haven't completely gotten yet. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do. One, I'm wondering who you want me to be now.
Yeah, there was definitely one that like I was thinking of doing, but then I was like, no, I think Eric would do that one. So,
Oh wow. Okay, so this is a challenge now. I've got to figure.
read my mind, bestie.
You know, I have been taking some classes on intuition, so maybe I'll see if that'll come in and work.
It is
'Cause-
spooky season.
Yeah. Well,
The gates are open and all of that fun stuff.
yes, you were right. They are.
It's about the time that they went to hell.
Yep.
And it's about the time that Claire went through the stones in Outlander.
Okay.
So the gates are open. I
Yes.
know you're like, who?
Well,
you're
I was like, oh my God, what's that? I was like,
time travel is more possible now. Spells are stronger.
everything is possible. Bring it. We can. It is. It's neat. I love this season. I absolutely love it. I love it when it starts to get cold. I love the leaves when they start changing. And I just,
Yeah.
I wait for this time every year.
The change in temperature has just been chef's
Amazing.
kiss.
It's amazing.
Being able to like wear a light sweater is like my favorite. Or like putting on a hoodie.
I know. I
It's-
can't wait till we have hoodie weather. Like
Right.
full on hoodie weather. Because, it's so nice to wear hoodies and just,
If I could live in like hoodies and Crocs with socks, then I would just be in heaven all the time.
come on, adult realness.
I know.
That is,
Comfy time.
yes, absolutely. So we took a little bit of a break. I mean, I feel like it hasn't been that big of a break like our normal ones.
No. But have you done anything exciting since our break?
So I have had one really cool thing, which I think our listeners will be interested in just because it has to do with another really cool author. And I learned a lot about. So anyways, Victoria Schwab, also known as V.E. Schwab, who wrote Darker Shade of Magic, which is the one thing that I got introduced to her. That was the very first novel I read of hers. And it was actually really cool because that was right after I had finished reading all the Harry Potters. And I was trying to find something that was like along those lines. That was so hard. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
find anything to grab my attention. And I think it was my Kindle that recommended it. And I read it and it was like actually got my attention and it was like magical but really cool. And she's a really amazing author just because she doesn't stay in one place. You could love The Darker Shades of Magic and then pick up some of her other books and they're completely different. Like so random. Like she's got another series that is about superheroes. And
That is random.
and then she wrote The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which
That was
Got-
really popular.
yes, that just came out. Not just came out during COVID.
Mhm.
And she just released, which came out just I think it was 2 weeks ago, maybe. We're re-entering the Darker Shades of Magic world, so we're going back to the Londons, and she went back into that world. So the release of that book came out, and Parnassus Books here had her come, and I was like, oh my God, I bought tickets. It sold out. I was really lucky that I just got myself one because I was like, I don't know anybody else who would want to go. Went by myself, and it wasn't a meet and greet though because her like tour's like insane. So it's just sitting down. You get a free copy of the book. Well, you pay for it, but also it's signed by her.
Mhm.
But that's it. She spoke for an hour and a half. It was amazing. So she's got LGBTQ characters in her novels, which I thought were incredible because of the positions they hold in
Mhm.
that reality. But anyways, I had no clue that she was gay. She's gay. She came out 10 years ago.
Oh.
I had no clue about that. And nobody else was. It's not like she came out to the audience.
Right.
But she just like it came up, and I was like, oh wow, I feel like an idiot. I had no clue. But
Well,
then
you can't assume anybody's
No.
sexuality anyway, so it's not like she had it on her forehead and you just ignored it.
right. But it was really neat. She gave it like she talked, and it was incredible to like hear her. And anyways, at the end of it, like everybody left, and she had these little cards that were in your book that you could write a message to her since she wasn't able to do the meet and greet.
Mhm.
So after it, I had to go. Everybody was writing theirs, and it was so loud I couldn't concentrate. You know me, I want to make sure I write something personable, and so I went to the bathroom, came back out, and people started finally clearing out. I sat at this little table and was just like writing my little message. I was trying to tell her how much just Darker Shades of Magic meant, and specifically one of her gay characters. And all of a sudden I hear, hi. And I look up and it's her. She just walked up to me like right there. And I was like, oh my God. And there's only like 4 or 5 other people still in this like little hallway. And I didn't get starstruck. I didn't like stumble on my words. I was actually able to like tell her how much her book meant to me and the characters, and even got to like, it was just really neat. And then she asked, can I please like personalize your like copy of the book? I was like, of course, yes. So like she personalized it by putting my name and with love, and it was really sweet. And then I was like, can I take a picture? And she's like, yes, can we please do a selfie so we can see ourselves? And I was like, oh, thank God. I just didn't want to be cliche and say, can we do a selfie? And
At least you didn't say ussy.
right. I didn't. No. It was a really incredible moment. And then like, I got to take a picture with her, and then it was just like, I got to give her a hug, and I was like, well, thank you so much, and you be safe, and you go get some rest, because I know you need it. And I was walking out of there, like, it was at the National Public Library, which I'd never been to before, actually, and I was just, like, on cloud 9. I was like, oh, my God, this was so incredible, and I just, I'm sure you've read book, like, I've done it plenty of times where like Lee, we know a lot about her, and we've read a lot about her besides like talking to her plenty of times. But I didn't do any research on Victoria. Like I really didn't know a lot about her. I just like, I appreciated her novels. I thought they were really cool and just neat. And it was amazing to like meet her. And it was just, yeah, so I posted that.
Did you plug Grishacast?
I put it on, yeah, it's on our, so
To her?
no, because I didn't want it to be that moment. I didn't want to turn my moment into, I knew one that like, usually they would be, she came up to me, so I knew she wanted to at least talk to me. It's like, I mean, I didn't go up to her, and I didn't want it to be any kind of craziness. So what I did do though is I posted our picture on our Instagram account, and it wasn't a post, but the thing that shows up live, the story. She liked it. She saw it. She like actually liked it, and in it, like I mean, it's our Grishacast account. I also said we'll be back soon, so I don't know. I was talking to Chris. I was like, maybe we should reach out to her, and I think, yeah. So and she could, yeah, I know. I was really excited. So that was my big thing. Like
that's a pretty big thing.
It was so huge. God, it was neat. So yeah. I know. I'm all like giddy. I'm like thinking about it again. She's a different style writer, and her stuff is it's so neat. It's just like, it's really incredible. And I was trying to, on her website is actually an essay that she wrote about coming out. And I was trying to read it, but the only way you could read it when I was trying to is linking through like the Oprah website or something, and all these things kept popping up, so I didn't get to finish it. But anyway, she used to live in Nashville. So that's one thing I remember reading at the back of Darker Shades of Magic, is that you could find her in a corner in a coffee shop in Nashville. But now she lives in Scotland. Yeah.
Jealous.
Yeah. She's so cute. She's so sweet. It was fun. I absolutely I thought of you because I don't know. She started talking about what her next book that's coming out is about 3 lesbian vampires.
Okay.
I know. And I was like,
All right.
Carrie is gonna gobble that up. And I was like, that sounds so good. And she referenced it to it's kind of like the new Interview of the Vampire series with that kind of drama and sexual, like, I guess, I don't know if she said tension, but yes. She referenced it to that, but not the movie or the book, just that TV show, the new one.
All right.
I know. So we're going to have to look at that one.
Yeah, we are.
I know.
Yep.
I don't want, she's just the first author. I'm just going to say like that there's a gay prince, and it's cool to see that, like, that's not something I ever read when I was like a kid, and like that means so much. And then to see them also like climb that social ladder was incredible. So that but anyways, I got questions for you. How was my mom yesterday?
Wow. That took a turn.
It
What do
did.
you mean, how was she yesterday? She was good.
Good. I just I know that you guys were hanging out, but that was like at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And then I get this random text from my mom that says, Terry and I are trying to watch Golda. And which she had been bothering me about for like some time now. And anyways, that was like at 8 or 9. So, and then I thought I saw you guys at Bar Louie.
Yep.
Or at least near there.
Oh, you were spying on us.
I looked to see where my mom was.
I was like, wait a minute. How did you know that? You were spying on us.
I did. I turned into my mom for a second. Because something that came up that I need to know what. That's right. My friend Ray was having to tell her about the sukkah.
Yeah.
And she was nervous.
We were supposed to go to the sukkah today.
To Ray's?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ray was concerned my mom was just going to show up. So I was like, you know what? Hold on a second. I'll see where she is. And then I was like, well, she's at Bar Louie. And then I was like, she's there with Terry. That makes more sense.
Yeah, why would your mom be
I
at
don't know why she would be there. But okay. So, well, you guys had fun, I guess.
We did. We had a
Good.
girls' day.
Oh,
We went and looked at makeup and then went to PetSmart and cried over the cats and
like literally like actual like tears or
yes, because there was one cat who was so sad. It was so freaking sad. He was this big, giant, fluffy cat, and he was like 9 years old. And it was this whole long story about how he's been there for a long time and nobody wants an old cat, and his owners left him behind when they moved and like all these things. And he's just laying there, just looking at you like, I've given up. And I was so
poor thing.
And as you could see where they had crossed out his adoption price, where they're just like trying to get somebody to
poor thing.
adopt him. And I had to move on because I was like, I can't do this.
That's so sad.
It was so sad.
Oh, what was he at now?
He was at $60.
Oh,
$60. It started at like 90, and it just kept going down by 5s.
I'm glad the cat can't see that because that can't make you feel good.
know.
Like to see that no one. Oh,
But it was so depressing. And like I had seen it before your mom, and so like I just kept walking, and I was like, nope, nope, nope.
did she try to get the cat?
And then she read it. And she was like, oh my God. I turned around and she had like watery eyes, and it made me have watery eyes again. I'm like, we have to go.
I'm surprised she didn't walk out of there with another cat.
Well, her cat would not appreciate.
I'm glad she realizes that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But then there was these 2 little AB kittens, and they looked like little gentlemen, and they were like purring and mewing. And it was so cute. But yeah, I have to resist the urge to get all of the cats.
Yes.
All of them.
I understand. I'm the same way with dogs or animals. I just love animals. They're just so cute.
Yes.
Adorable.
And now I'm obsessed with snakes. And so now I'm like, when do I get a snake? And I'm like, I'm not going to do that right now.
Yes. Reptiles are expensive.
I
They
had
are not-
a bearded dragon for 9 years.
Wow.
Their lifespan is around 8. So he was 9 when he passed, but I had him ever since I was in college. Like I had him like right as I was moving into the apartment my junior year, and then I had him for like 9 years after that. And they're super
They're really
cool.
cool.
You can like carry them around. You can put little clothes on them. Like they're just super personable and fun. And
Yeah.
obviously they're not cuddly,
Right.
but they're really interactive.
Yeah.
But they're a lot. You have to have a UV light on one side and a heat lamp on the other side and a heat rock, and then it has to be a certain temperature, and you have to bathe them every once in a while, and they only get fed this one particular thing. And it was so many.
Reptiles are expensive.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, they're fun, but I think Chris had to tell someone recently that was interested in just getting their child a pet turtle. That like, okay, like no, that's not like a child kind of pet, because I mean, it might look like that, but all the things you need to do to actually give that turtle a good life. And we're not talking like a pampered life. We're talking just like a normal standard life. Can be pricey.
And that's not something that you're going to be able to like carry around. And
no, you don't want to do that.
No, like one of the girls at work, she wants a pet, but she's like, I don't think I can do like a normal like cat, dog, whatever. And she's like, so I'm thinking about a turtle.
Ugh.
Okay, all right. I mean, if you don't want to do something that you're going to carry around and whatever else, and like, okay, and you're an adult that owns your house, so like you do what you want, but
yeah.
And then she was like, maybe a rabbit, and I was like, no, I would do a turtle over a rabbit. We had rabbits once.
Sometimes the one thing I've seen with turtles is a lot of people don't realize how much work they are and how expensive it is, and so they give these turtles horrible lives, and that's the one thing I hate seeing. That. Like
that was when I worked at PetSmart. We didn't have turtles because it's not legal here. So, but like the reptiles, the lizards and things like that, there would be some like macho guy come in. He's like, I want this snake or I want this, whatever. And then you'd have to talk them through the habitat and the substrate and the food and blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, what's expensive?
Right.
Yes. And also the food that you have to feed them all the time is expensive.
And that's a living thing. You're not just buying something
for years and years.
Yeah, you need to take care of it.
Sometimes like, I don't know, 100 years in your case with your turtle.
Right. Sam is still kicking and doing great.
He's like 500 years old.
Yeah. Chris and I were talking yesterday about, I was bringing up like, remember that big winter freeze that we had in the 90s?
Yeah.
I was asking where he was, asking Chris. And then I remembered, oh yeah, Sam was there. Because I was thinking about my experience. I was like, I remember my mom and dad, like the electricity went out and we were sleeping in front of the fireplace. And I was like, and Sam was alive. And I was like, I guess Sam was probably just like Chris said, he's probably floating on a piece of ice. I was like, probably.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Sam was alive then.
Like survived everything.
Yeah.
Bless him.
How was Golda?
Golda is so good.
Okay.
I had no idea it existed. I guess it didn't like go into theaters and was a whole big thing. When I looked it up, it was in like select theater. So it's one of those artsy
Okay, so
things.
like the Belcourt situation.
Probably. But it was actually really good. Like it really drew me in immediately and I was like focused on it. I didn't pick up my phone. I didn't talk.
Wow.
I was so focused on the whole thing, and it was very apt for the time that we were watching it.
It's incredible timing.
But it was actually really, really good. I do highly recommend it. It's an interesting piece of history.
A lot of people don't know
It happened in the 70s, so most of us listening weren't around.
It was the 9-Day War. Is her
during Yom Kippur. So, it was completely devastating. But Golda, for those who don't know, was the prime minister of Israel at the time, and the Russians and the Arabs were attacking. Yeah. And so it's about that time period, like the U.S. relations with it and everything else. So it was a nice history lesson done in a very interesting way.
Who plays Golda Meir? Do you know? Was it a famous
Helen
actor?
Mirren.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I bet she does a phenomenal job.
She did amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's like, she's just a huge historical figure. I mean, in Jewish history, I mean, everybody, like, if you're Jewish, you know who Golda Meir is. Everybody does. And it's just like, I didn't know the movie was out either. My mom mentioned it, and I was like, Golda? And she's like,
No,
yeah.
really good.
Okay. Well, I might go see if I can still rent it. If not, I'm not spending another
Another
because that'd be
$27,000.
a total of $40 on something just to some. Oh no!
You just like buy the DVD.
Right, exactly. Okay. Well, I'm glad to know. I really wanted to know how Golda was,
Well, good.
and I'm glad you guys had fun.
We did.
That's sweet. She needed it. So we should probably get some Grishaverse stuff. And
I mean, probably.
So we're playing games. We having fun like we normally do. And so this time around, the first one, I kind of was thinking about like a Halloween costume contest. And just for fun, I just think it sounded fun. New Haven versus the Crows. I know it sounds fun. I don't know how easy this will be.
Or how you determine the winner.
Right. I did make sure we had 6 people on a team. So I don't know if you noticed, but we have Cosmo on there.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think of this, I think about, well, first off, did they have a theme?
Wow.
Because at my work, we always have a theme. And, well, you know, when you're going to an actual costume contest, there is a theme often. If you're a group.
Okay, yeah. If you're going
Right,
as a group. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, as a group, not as just by yourself. But that might be way too hard because then we're going to really get it complicated.
Yeah.
So let's just think. So yeah, I have not thought about any of this. I just made the list.
All right.
So let's start off with is that what we should do? Maybe just both. Let's discuss Alex. Okay.
So who was Alex? Who would Alex dress up as?
In a costume contest. So I'm sure that she would have loved Halloween, but I think probably the fact that she has to deal with all of Leafy's problems constantly makes her probably not too excited about.
Well, I could see her being like, kind of too cool for school with the whole Halloween thing about like whatever. So I could see her dressing up as something that would be very
She dressed
out
up.
there.
We got to remember she did in
She did
Ninth
for that.
House. Yeah, she dressed up with Darlington.
For that party.
Yeah, and she was she was a goddess of something. I don't know. That's too hard. We don't need to quiz ourselves.
But it was like something sexy.
Yeah.
But like I could totally see her dressing up as something like super smart that nobody would get.
Right. I think it would have it'd have layers. You'd have to really like layers as in like character wise.
Or some like obscure reference to something.
Yeah. So I almost think let's see. Maybe her and Darlington would do something together. Maybe they would pair up. For some reason, I keep on thinking about us doing Alice in Wonderland, and I keep on wanting to put them in like and my brain keeps on going to a theme. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, Cosmo would clearly be Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, I know. So then Alex would have to be Alice, and I would love that.
Alice.
Could you imagine? That'd be really kind of cute.
That would be. Mm-hmm.
And she'd look really good. Darlington would definitely be the Mad Hatter. Okay, so now we are doing themes. This is fun. Turner. He would be hard. I know we're not. Turner would definitely not want to even be doing it. But
Turner would you would have to put like a little hat on him. Like he would show up like not in costume, and they would put like a ridiculous little hat on him for something.
He'd probably end up being the White Rabbit, just because you could easily put those rabbit ears on
Yeah, they're
somebody.
like, just wear these and shut up.
Exactly. Trip. Okay, so we can't. Okay, and we've only got 2 people left. We got Trip and Dawes. We have to have the Queen of Hearts. So Dawes would have.
I don't know if she would make a good Queen of Hearts, though.
I don't either.
Maybe Alex would be Queen of Hearts.
Yes.
And then
Dawes
would
could be
Alice.
Alice.
The personalities makes more sense that way.
I think you're right. I like that better.
Yeah. And
Trip.
then Trip.
Oh, he's so dopey.
He would be one of the Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
Yes, he definitely would be. He just needs. I have one of those costumes. That's right, because that's what I just.
Yes.
Yeah. He would be so funny.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Okay, so there we go. So we got the Alice in Wonderland crew.
Mhm.
So then we're gonna go to the Crows now. Okay, so if New Haven was doing Alice in Wonderland,
I feel like Inej would make them do like saints or lore.
ooh, maybe like Greek gods or
Well, they don't
God.
have Greek
no.
gods. I mean,
But
like,
we're also in Halloween costume.
that's
mode.
true.
So it could be. I kind of think, yeah, I think, I don't know. Oh gosh, I don't know enough about the Greek gods. To think, but okay. So, this is one that I wanted to do. So, Disney villains for the Crows.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Kaz. Okay. I'm trying to figure out who I want to make as Maleficent first for some reason.
We only have
6.
Inej, Nina,
Yep.
or Wylan, I guess. Could.
I mean, yeah, come on, some drag. Wylan could do a fabulous Maleficent, I think.
I actually kind of want to see that.
Yes. Okay. Well, actually, I mean, there's going to be a lot of drag because really we don't, all the fun Disney villains
are women. What does that tell you
female.
about society? I'm just saying.
Well, I love them. Which, by the way, I did not know this. They're filming a live action Snow White.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for a long time.
Drop Dead Me. Like, that is.
I don't know. I'm just going to say I haven't been a fan of their live action things. So,
Some of them suck. Some of them are good. I hope. The Wonder Woman, the woman that played Wonder Woman is playing the evil queen. And I'm like, living for that. I love that story. I've wanted to see that. I want to see that just because I love that outfit. I wanted that outfit as a kid.
Well,
The poofy.
You didn't like the Queen's. What was that thing with Kirsten Stewart?
Oh, that was a good.
That was Snow White.
That was good, but that
Was it?
I liked.
Okay.
I'm a Snow White fan.
The Queen's Huntsman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that.
Anyway.
But
Kristen
I love
Stewart's
Fairy.
not a good actress.
No, I love the movie.
Bless
not
her,
her.
she's hot, but not good at acting at all.
Yes,
Bless her.
I agree. I actually watched it more for the Magic Mirror, and that's what I live for. Is I love the villains in that. So, and I think she did an incredible. Oh gosh, why can't I remember what her name is? Who played the evil queen?
That was the other thing that I didn't get is because like the queen is supposed to be mad at Snow White for being more beautiful than her, but the woman that played Charlize Theron,
yes, is gorgeous.
is like infinitely the most beautiful woman. So like for her to be mad at anybody for being more beautiful just didn't make sense. You needed to put somebody that wasn't as pretty as her in there.
Right. I agree.
Okay, I am not sure that Disney villains are going to work because we have Kaz, Matthias, Jesper, unless they all go drag.
That's what I was saying. Maybe they would just do drag.
Maybe just Disney period.
Okay. Disney period. Okay.
Disney period.
So, because I don't mind putting people in drag.
Well, no.
Okay.
I just don't think Matthias
is-
or Kaz
Matthias would do Hercules.
would do Hercules.
Please.
Hercules.
Please, let's bring Matthias as Hercules. Yes. Okay.
Hercules.
I'm glad we opened that up.
Yes.
Okay, so just Disney. Okay. I am thinking
I probably should have thought about this beforehand.
Kaz and okay, so Disney.
They could be Aladdin and
Jasmine. Oh, so good.
That would be cute.
So good. Jesper then. what do you think? Like the Beast? Oh no.
He needs to be somebody like cool.
Like the kid in the Jungle Book, because he'd look really hot if he just wore like a little rope
Just
thing
a little loincloth.
with just leaves on it. I think I just want to see that. That'd be just cute.
Just for like personal reasons.
Yeah. I think that'd be cute.
Okay. And then Nina.
So, you know what? Now I kind of want to make Nina Matthias Beauty and the Beast, but
That would
be kind of.
be pretty hot.
But I really want Matthias to do a costume change and go do Hercules too.
You just want him to.
I want it.
Maybe he could be the prince after he turned back into the prince, like from the Beast, so he could just wear pants too.
It could be, but Hercules really doesn't wear a lot, and you see his arms. I just see Matthias's arms. Okay, so I think we've done. Like, I mean, and then we brand. I put Wylan as Maleficent out of all those people. I think we made.
Wylan would definitely do drag.
Yeah. I don't know if Maleficent really.
No, maybe something like The Little Mermaid.
Oh.
Oh my God, could you see him as Ariel? I could totally.
That would be.
Yes.
I used to pretend that I was Ariel when I was in my bathtub when I was a little boy. I used to pretend I was in a donut island because it was in water. So I was like, yeah. And there was
we went back.
Yep. Anyways, okay. So that was our costume contest. And the winner is, who cares?
Everyone.
Everyone. Although
we're all a winner.
I do think that
Wylan in a drag Disney costume wins it for me.
Especially since he's got red hair.
Right?
Come on, Ariel.
He could, maybe he wouldn't even have to wear a wig. He could just do a cross dressing. That would be amazing.
Have you seen that movie yet? Have you watched The Little Mermaid yet on Disney?
Yes.
You didn't like it?
Nope. Sure didn't.
At all?
Sure did not.
Did not like it at all?
I liked Melissa McCartney, and that was it.
She did a fabulous job.
She did.
Surprisingly.
Yes. I was weird about that casting, but
I agree.
She was the only thing that was good about that movie. The acting was terrible. The writing was terrible.
The new music.
It was like a comedy. Sorry to everybody.
I understand. There's parts of that I appreciated, parts of it that I didn't. I hated the new stuff.
I was bored out of my mind within the first 10 minutes. I was like, this sucks. I'm going to get through it. But, oh my Lord.
I think it ran long. I think that's what.
It did. It just wasn't. It wasn't good writing. It was like they were trying to keep the cutesiness with actual actors, and it just didn't
work.
It did not. It was. I mean, I guess it was for children, I guess.
Right. But at the same time, it's not. I mean, I feel like it. Anyways, we're off on a whole. Yeah. It's hard.
We got to rein this in.
Okay. So there we go. That was fun. We could do, do we want to continue or do we want to play another game next week? Or, we've got, let's see. So we'll do a couple of these. Although the next thing that I had was favorite Halloween candy.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think we need to do all these people. We're just going to do New Haven because that'll just make more sense. Because I don't know. I was trying to think, God, Halloween candy. I don't even think about these ideas when I come up with them. I should. Goodness gracious. Okay.
So Turner is a candy corn guy.
He is, which I actually like candy corn.
Oh, I totally do too. But there's all this stuff going around about enjoy your crayons because everybody thinks it tastes like crayons.
Oh my God.
But
no.
I think Turner would be a very he's either the circus peanuts or
oh yes, those are so weird. Those are so weird.
He's the one that'll eat the weird stuff that everybody else is like, eh.
You know what would be more fun is what if these characters, what they would hand out as Halloween candy makes more sense.
Okay.
But
then Turner's going to be handing out floss.
Yes.
with business cards for a dentist.
Sorry, we're not going to change it. We will do that next week. We'll do what they would hand out next week. We're going to stay with our Halloween candy. Not going to be in ADHD mode and change everything as we're doing it. Nope, squirrel, rein it in. Me. Okay, so Turner, he's definitely candy corn. And I love candy corn. Although people say that, I don't think candy corn has a flavor specific,
it just tastes like
sugar.
vanilla-y, sugary, yeah.
Because
creamy.
Someone said their Starbucks was making a candy corn flavored something, and I was like, and that would be
sugar
and vanilla.
Yeah.
Wow, brilliant. Okay, Alex, definitely see. I don't know. I just see her eating a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know. She just seems like
what kind though? Oh, I got this one. You ready?
Okay.
Milky Way. Because her name
Galaxy.
is Galaxy.
I see what you did there. I think that's smart. I like it.
Or, if they had British candy, it could be a Galaxy bar.
Good.
But Milky Way. I'm calling Alex.
There we go. Okay. I think this is perfect. Darlington. Oh, he would not. Okay, so he would be one of those healthy. You
think so?
I think he would, just because of the way that he bashed Alex about eating her sugary cereal and was like, God, how much sugar is in that, and it spit it out or something.
So is he bobbing for apples?
I feel or those. I don't even think I ever ate these, but they were. Little rectangles that look like sesame seeds that were a little square or something. Oh, we need a reference for that. Maybe not.
Trip is peanut butter cup.
Oh, he would be.
Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah. So Darlington would be caramel apple, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
What about those caramel apple lollipops?
Yes.
Those are so good.
Those are so good.
Yeah. And you
The
get them at
green
the
pepper.
Dollar Tree. So.
Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Dawes.
I think Dawes would be a little weird about this too, because she's the recipe witch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure if she would participate or she would make her own. You know what? She would be in the kitchen making her own candies.
Everything. Yeah, she would be.
Putting her witchy spell on them.
So her favorite would probably be something
homemade.
Something homemade. Yeah. Yeah, she would come up with her own thing. I don't even know because I'm trying to think of
I don't think she would want to put any of that in her body.
No. That one's hard.
Yeah, that's hard for her because her thing is food.
Right.
So that's really.
I'm trying to think of the different things that I got handed when I was trick or treating, and I'm like, did anybody hand there was all the weird things, but I don't think anybody ever did anything that was homemade ever.
There was always a few.
Were there?
Yeah, they would make Rice Krispie treats or cookies
that sounds
or
fun.
something like that. Yeah.
She would probably make some good Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Yum. Okay. Well, there we go. That was some fun. What do you think?
That was some fun.
Some fun. We're going to continue next week with a little bit more preparation instead of just trying to play it off the cuff. Or
we'll see.
Yeah. I usually think about it ahead of time, but I actually had a lot of fun discussing it. I think that was kind of neat. I don't know whether our listeners enjoyed it, but hopefully you did.
So, the news about the new book that comes out in April has come out since we were on here last. So
Yes.
I'm sure everybody has seen it. We're not telling you anything different, but we're excited to share that when it comes out in April. I love historical fiction, so I'm interested to read Lee's take on that.
Yeah. It's called The Familiar.
Which, we love.
I love that name. The cover looks gorgeous.
It was, did you see where she explained it? It's an actual painting.
Oh, no, I didn't.
It's from an actual Renaissance painting, and they zoom in on the woman's hand. So it's an actual reference.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Well, we will keep you updated on more information as we
Yes.
get it. But yeah, we will see you all next week for a lovely episode of our Grishaversary month. Okay. Well, you all have a lovely week, and we'll see you all next time. Love you. Long live the Grishaverse.
Like we're at the end of the hour, so my voice is a little husky. A+.
No mourners.
No funerals.
This has been Grishacast. Connect with us on the web at grishacast.com. Send an email to info@grishacast.com.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok at Grishacast.
And thank you to our amazing staff, Chris, Michelle, Alex, Brenda. Mwah.